the closing doors, please.
Just state your name and where you're from.
Brandon Bryant from Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay, so you just moved to New York?
I've been in New York for about 3 years now.
What do you like about New York?
What I like about New York is that they respect the hustle. They respect the grind. They respect people putting in work. And it doesn't matter background, nationality, ethnicity. If you have hard work and hustle, you can make it. And that's different from a guy like me who's from the Midwest, who everything's cookie cutter and very simple and black and white. Here, multicolored, and it's a land of dreams, honestly.
What do you dislike?
What do I dislike? I mean, it's tough. I dislike the winters. Even though I'm from Ohio, the winters here are still pretty bad. Sometimes the train is too much. But honestly, like, there's not too much to dislike about the city. It's a blessed place. There's a lot of opportunity. I feel like at the end of the day, it's up to the person, the individual, to make it what it is.
Where exactly do you live?
I'm in Harlem.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about the Harlem experience. Like, how do you feel about it?
The Harlem experience is dope, man. There's a lot of black, affluential people who live up in Harlem and who look to build with each other. So a lot of black-owned businesses. There's a lot of like I'm in finance. There's a lot of financiers, and it's just a wonderful place to mix and mingle. And it's getting diverse as well. So like it's kind of like a mini Brooklyn, mini Williamsburg right now.
How do you see the differences between the boroughs? Have you been to all of the different ones?
Yeah. The differences between the boroughs is
like you could do it one by one. Like.
Yeah, Queens is residential. Ethnicity-wise, it's more of I can say it's either Caribbean, Asian, or Hispanic. And then you have Brooklyn, which is like extremely diverse, much recently gentrified. Harlem, black culture, Harlem Renaissance type area, becoming gentrified. And then the Bronx is like one of the more untapped neighborhoods, mainly Hispanic or black. But every neighborhood has good eats. It has amazing, beautiful like monuments, historical places. And then you have the city, man, the Mosh Drive, the melting pot. It's an amazing place.
Staten Island?
I haven't been to Staten Island, man. I haven't been south. I haven't been there yet, but I've heard okay things. I heard it's like literally like 80% Italian. I'm not sure that's the best place for me to be rolling, but I heard it's some cool sights.
How the girls say?
The girls in New York, beautiful, man. Beautiful, very successful, very brilliant, driven. Something that I love, and there's a lot of how do you say it? There's a lot of ethnicity, there's a lot of flavor here, which I'm one who to not discriminate. I tell you that much. Cleveland, or just Ohio in general, is just a very slow white and black place. A lot of farms. It's called the Rust Belt. Well, the Midwest is called the Rust Belt because people grow up and then they just never leave. So very just closed-minded, very regular, very towny. New York is very global, very open-minded, very like a macro feel. Like people are just like all about growing a business, economies of scale, things of that nature. So I like New York, man. I feel like I was out of place in Cleveland, and like here it's like an opportunity for me to grind, grow, take it to the next level.
Who would you say is your favorite New York artist, like music-wise? It could be rapper, singer, or actual person that plays an instrument.
Cool. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, obviously a lot of people like Jay and like Nas. I'm a Fab guy myself. He's a guy who started from nothing, and he's been longevity, man. Persistence is like his story. Like, continually put out hot stuff, continually be a trend changer or trend setter as well, and continually just have your finger right on the pulse of everything. And hustle, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know that Fab, is worth like $30, $40 million. He's from, Brooklyn, Bronx, wherever. He's from the city. And he's just a hustler, man. And his lyrics are crazy. I've been following this guy from the beginning of when I started listening to rap way back when. So Fab would be my favorite artist.
Describe your relationship with NYPD since you've come here.
NYPD?
Yes. How did they, tell us about it.
I do not have a relationship with NYPD. I do not look at cops. I would not know. I keep as far away from any law enforcement as possible.
Would you say do you like what they're doing? Like, do you feel protected, or do you
Not
feel like
at all. Nothing.
You just talk about kind of what you were just telling me about, you know, the church and maybe what you
Cool.
kind of about what you do.
All right. Well, there's a few things I do. First and foremost, believer in God. I'm out here in Union Square inviting people to church. It's a performing arts church called The Rock Church, and we're in Soho. And we basically act, sing, dance, all for Jesus. A bunch of young performing artists. And in terms of like financially or just like employment, I'm an investment banker at one of the Wall Street firms. I'm also a blogger, menswear blogger, Wall Street Paper. And basically it started about 6 months ago. We kind of have this whole, I grew up a sneakerhead, so we have the sneakerhead who finally made it to corporate America, who has a little money in his pocket, and now he's taking his viewpoint on how to dress professionally, dapper, dandy, whatever have you. And in the last 6 months we've been featured in GQ a few times, Complex magazine, Fader magazine. You know, we just had a big showing at Fashion Week, the first ever men's fashion week this past week, and we're creating positive energy, man. And we're building outside of menswear right now into more liquor, lifestyle, resorts, and travel. So feel free to check out at wallstreet.paper on Instagram and then wallstreet-paper.com if you want to check me out.